Hi guys, and welcome to Sample Tools by CR2. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Dirty Bass House Pack, and I want to start by showing you how to create a bass line with some toms, specifically 909 toms. Often overlooked, they can be actually a great tool to design a very dynamic and melodic bass line. So I'm going to load up the EXS24. Now it doesn't matter what DAW you're using. If you're using Ableton, Pro Tools, what you want to find yourself is a good 909 kit with some 808s. And then I'm just going to go ahead and load them from this EXS sampler. Now, the EXS factory settings actually come with some 909 kits, which are great, and I'm pretty sure Ableton does too. I've used it in there before. So let's just locate those toms. Okay, let's just use these three. And I tell you what, I'm not even going to play them in. I'm going to keep this as simple as possible. I'm going to draw them in, so let's locate those. What you want to aim to do is kind of put them around the kicks. So let's just start with this low one and see how this pattern sounds. We'll start with one bar. Pretty good. Let's actually take down that kick in volume a little bit, just so we can hear the tom a bit more and we're not getting that distortion. All right, let's try one of the higher toms. Maybe here. And maybe this high one here. Another one here. Let's see what a double looks like. There. Now, even though that lands on the kick, you can't hear it that much, but it definitely adds something. It feels like it's missing without. So, and I kind of want a double here as well, but I'm just going to bring the velocity down so it's nice and quiet. Oh, I kind of want to do that more now. Let's try one here as well. And maybe here too. Not sure, maybe there. So by using the velocity, we can create a bit more dynamic, make things more obvious, less obvious, and this creates a bit more of a pulse, a bit more movement amongst the notes. So let's try bringing some up and some down. Let's maybe make this one really loud. No, I'm not digging that so much, but let's try making this one louder with the velocity. What I suggest is when you make a bass line is to try a few different variations. So I'll show you what I mean. I would make one like that, and then I'm going to go ahead and do something similar, but not too similar. I'm going to use the toms again, but I don't want to copy exactly what I did. So I'm just going to try something kind of random. Let's try. And then again, using velocity. Quick way to use velocity is use the velocity tool. Already sounds pretty dope. Let's take another note again, and let's see if we can maybe fill some of those gaps. Let's go back to the pointer tool. Definitely feels like there's something missing here, doesn't there? Let's try that. And then let's try changing the velocity of this one here. Love the roll. One final thing is just to take the swing and just increase it a little bit. Give it a bit more of a lazy feel to the beat. Let's try the swing on the other one also. I usually make about 3 bass lines, whether that's with toms or a synth, and that's really to experiment. And what you might find is that your flow gets better and better, or you might find you revert back to the original. But I think it's about forcing yourself to be creative and think outside the box where necessary. Oh, I'm not sure which one I like more. Anyway, that's how you make a bass line with some toms. You can add EQ, you can add sidechain. All those things are really important, but these are the foundations. One thing I should add is to get a really lo-fi and gritty effect and even more sub from these toms, pitch them down. However you do it, doesn't matter. If you can do it through the sampler, it's probably going to be best. It's going to sound the most authentic. If you use a sound shifter or pitch shifter, can lose a bit of punch, so just be careful. I'm going to put this in monophonic, and then I'm just going to bring the tune down, have a listen to how they change in tone and attitude. Much better, don't you think?
Remember, at Sample Tools by CR2, we also offer a mix and mastering service. Just head over to www.sampletoolsbycr2.com, click on the Mastering tab, and you'll find our range of services there.